casting was very, very crucial in this film. And sometimes, I could feel from, it's my instinct that which tells me that, I need to have a right co-actor to explore this role. And at that time, I definitely, improved. And I have my say on this. Yeah, I need somebody. Deepak Ruguriyar in this film. I insisted that, although they were also wanting him, but I said I need, because it's a role which is unique chemistry.
Exactly.
Deepak's and mine. So I was looking for a particular, like in Lunchbox, for me, face of the girl was very, very, very important. और मैं निम्रत को मैंने जानता भी नहीं था, मैंने सिर्फ उसका फोटोग्राफ देखा और बोला इस रोल में भी इस लड़की की कास्टिंग was very crucial, and we kept looking around. अपनी इंडस्ट्री का ये है कि there are very few actor stars, and they are not really dying to jump on my wagon. A wagon where we can. सब बहुत busy हैं.
Exactly.
Also इस रोल के अंदर actress acting and with sense of humor बहुत जरूरी था, बहुत crucial था. And fortunately I just came across a video from Pakistan where she was talking about Amir Khan. There was something very interesting. So there was something very interesting about it. और इस रोल के अंदर चटपटी लड़की चाहिए. कितनी कंगना कितनी है कंगना भी तो बहुत फोटो कॉपी करके अगर देखकर दे तो हम फिर उससे काम चला लेंगे. तो तुम असली फिल्म किसी और के साथ करो तो वही फोटो कॉपी तो उसी काम चला लेंगे. वैसा ऑप्शन नहीं था.
ओके.
प्रियंका ऑलरेडी बहुत बिजी है, मुझे पता ही नहीं कि मतलब मैं रोज भी कर सकता हूँ. लाइक द स्टोरी व्हिच आई एम डूइंग, दे आर रेडी टू गेट इनटू दैट सेटअप. बिकॉज एक्टर के लिए उसका सेटअप भी इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है ना, कि कितना बड़ा सेटअप है, क्या है. तो मेरी अपनी मेरा अपना जैसा भी छोटा मोटा जो भी है उसमें इतनी पता नहीं उसमें इतनी कुव्वत है भी नहीं कि वो किसी का बोल था. It's a complicated equation between two people living together for such a long time. You have to find your own ways and formulas which works for you, which doesn't work for you. There are people who have temperament of like making things light. आपको कोई भी चीज़ which is दूसरे के लिए अनप्लेजेंट हो सकती है, लेकिन कुछ लोग होते हैं जो चीज़ों को डिफ्लेक्ट करना जानते हैं टेंशन से. कुछ लोग होते हैं जो पर्टिकुलर चीज़ से दे कांट डिफ्लेक्ट इट, दे रिएक्ट टू इट. तो अगर हस्बैंड वाइफ के बीच में उस तरह का इक्वेशन है कि अगर उसका बार बार उसको ये जताना कि तुम्हारी क्लास जो है वो नहीं है जो मैं ढूंढ रही थी, अगर वो उसको डिफ्लेक्ट करना उसको नहीं आता, तो then it would have become a problem which could have escalated into different level. वो उसको बग करने लगती है. बट ऐसा नहीं है. ये आदमी थोड़ा अजीब है. इसको मुझे इसको करने का मन भी इसलिए हुआ कि ये आदमी एक अजीब सा थिक स्किन आदमी है. इसका कितना भी आप मजाक बनाओ, कितना भी आप बोलो कि तू तो साले काउवर्ड का है, तू तो अंग्रेजी का 2 शब्द तुझे नहीं आते, तो वो उसको और मजे की तरह लेके और निकाल देता है. मतलब उसको अफेक्ट नहीं होता, उसको उस बात का कोई कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं होता उसको. नहीं तो क्या होता है कि जिन लोगों को अंग्रेजी नहीं आती वो अपने ही कॉम्प्लेक्स खुद ही अपने लिए क्रिएट कर लेते हैं. सामने वाला तो क्रिएट करे ना करे, वो अपने लिए कर लेते हैं कि यार हमें नहीं आती, हम तो कुछ ऐसे ही हैं. तो ये आदमी जो से फ्री, इसको वो चीज़ कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ती जी कि हमें अंग्रेजी स्पेलिंग आती है नहीं आती. हम आपको प्यार करते हैं, आपसे मोहब्बत करते हैं और आपको बहुत मज़ा देंगे. ये उसका पता फिलॉसफी कि आपको मैं मतलब I'll give you a good time. See, sometimes what becomes important, see this is a very important thing. There is a relatability and there is a kind of aspirational value. I think मुझे पता नहीं कितने आदमियों के लिए एस्पिरेशनल होगा, बट औरतों के लिए वो डेफिनेटली एस्पिरेशनल होगा. एंड आई विश आदमियों के लिए भी एस्पिरेशनल हो, क्योंकि आदमियों में वो एक कच्ची मिट्टी और गीली मिट्टी बने रहना थोड़ा अच्छा है, क्योंकि आपको मोल्ड होने का, आपको अडेप्ट करने का एक आपकी पॉसिबिलिटी होती है. और अगर आप वो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं तो देन इट्स नॉट अ गुड साइन फॉर एनी इवॉल्विंग ह्यूमन बीइंग. तो बट एक नजरिया जरूर देगा कि किस तरह से एक प्यार किया जा सकता है, जिंदगी जी जा सकती है, बीइंग जस्ट अ नॉर्मल मिडिल क्लास मैन। द ओनली अचीवमेंट इज दैट छोटी सी दुकान से उसने बड़ी दुकान कर दी, बिकॉज उसने ऐसी लड़की को चूज किया जो कि मतलब अपर क्लास की। सो टू फुलफिल हर ड्रीम्स ही डिड all material, or whatever he could offer from his side, he's providing her, and he loves her. तब टीनेज में इसको दिखी थी और उसके बाप ने बहुत मना किया था कि बेटा दूर से नजर ही मत डालना, चड्डी बनियान सब मिल जाएगा तुम्हारा। बट वो थोड़ा जिद्दी था, उसने नजर डाली और उसने अपना सपना पूरा किया। आई थिंक वो थॉट बहुत पुराना हो गया है, इट्स टू सिंपलिस्टिक। आई थिंक वी नीड टू एक्सप्लोर दैट, और उसके दूसरे भी एंगल्स हैं उसके बहुत सारे। सो आई थिंक डेफिनेशंस कुछ अरसे में कुछ चीज़ें कुछ लाइंस पुरानी हो जाती हैं। आई थिंक मुझे लगता है कि थोड़ा सा इट्स टू सिंपलिस्टिक, नीड्स टू बी एक्सप्लोर्ड more further.
Explored in what sense?
Further. You see the angles, is it ये सब धरातल पे सही उतरती So औरत is having said that, औरत, I think what a man or a woman must understand, मुझे जो लगता है कि जैसे they both, when they're not complete in themselves.
Okay.
It's by nature. It is something nature has created a magic.
Right.
When they come together, when they meet, and both species, both genders should realize that we shouldn't talk about आदमी को अपनी पीड़ा के बारे में बात नहीं करना चाहिए. You should understand that unless and until there is a harmony between these, you are not complete. You will not experience what nature promises you. What nature has given you, free. Free में आपको दे रखा है एक मैजिक कि दो opposite genders सामने आते हैं, different experience completely, either falling in love or whatever, or living harmoniously with somebody.
It's like more like the Chinese yin and yang, I think.
It
actually fits in your view.
And also we both gender have both male female inside us, and a male when he touches that aspect of
that
feminine, then he becomes something else. His everything, his perception changes. Similarly with women, when she understands there's a man inside her and she identifies with both, then I think there's a kind of growth and there's a kind of understanding which sets in you, which is a little expanded and vast. I discovered it in my life, and I'm much more easier. I think it happened because of when the kids are born, they change you. It's a phenomenon. Something you realize in your personality which you wouldn't have even dreamt of. And it happens with a kind of like atom bomb. You see it and something happens to you. And you cannot explain that feeling. And it brings so many changes inside you. I'm not saying this is a formula. This could work completely against somebody.
Right.
But for me, it worked like that. It changed me, and it made me like there's a sense of giving and sense of giving a baton to somebody else, which sets in and which is much more harmonious than rather कि मैं तो जिस प्रकृति में हमेशा जिंदा रहूँगा, मैं तो जो है कंट्रोल करता हूँ इसको, ये तो मेरे काबू में है, उस गलतफहमी से निकल जाता है इंसान. I'm so fortunate that I'm an actor, and the only thing which has the most precious thing which his job has given to me, and most precious thing in my life, and the biggest lesson of my life is to reflect onto yourself as another person. If you could see yourself, objectivity, who you are, and you start understanding yourself, start criticizing yourself, start appreciating yourself, start looking at it as objectively as much as possible. And that is a basic need of an actor. He has to. unless and until he start observing himself, there's no possibility of him looking outside. It's only you which gives a kind of lens from which you could see world properly. Otherwise, it's all your own complexes, your own ways of looking at people, which is just guided by your own filters. You never see the bigger reality. So that is what acting has given to me, and there's so many other factors about being an actor, which are precious. Like you sharing your own experience, through stories, and my experience becomes your experience, my fun becomes your fun, my trauma becomes your trauma, and that's the magic which I really believe in it, and I've discovered it. It was not there in me when I dreamt of becoming an actor. I thought it's just पैसा कमाओगे, मशहूर लाएंगे, ऑटोग्राफ देंगे, लोग फिदा हो गया. But slowly, as I started exploring the profession, I realized certain things, and then that realization came in a sudden way. I was not prepared. I was not thinking about it. Suddenly, रात के 11:03 के बाद कोई thought आया. वो इतनी गहराई से आपको penetrate किया उसने कि आपको वो information पता थी पहले. But उस वक्त उसका पूरा with its full intensity, it just downloaded in your system, and you just become aware of it, and it became a kind of a thing which you'll carry till your grave, or till your fire, whatever, wherever, what is going to happen. It had nothing to do with movie. It was I think it was the experience which was doing movies. It's a different process when you read a script. There's a movie which you identify with, and then you do the shooting, with real actor, real space, and directors. Then the experience is different. But once it goes to the audience, then the experience completely changes. I remember, so many movies I watched it before the release, and they had a different impact on me, and how they grew after. I didn't realize that those things are there, and suddenly audience make them alive. An aspect of movie which you were not aware of sometimes, which was not so important at that time. So things keeps coming. It's not one movie; it's experience. While you're doing maybe publicity करने के लिए आप कहीं गए हुए हैं लंदन के अंदर, and पार्टी चल रही है और आप किसी बातचीत में कुछ हुआ, and then suddenly आपको कुछ thought हुआ, and it keeps coming. I don't want to think about it, and it will be a biggest stupid mistake of me to preempt what they are going to do. I know that this film carries a promise, and from the word go, the day trailer was launched, I could see the reaction.
Right.
And I know that the trailer doesn't even have 5% what is there in the movie, and it's a much bigger experience. So I only know this. Now what's going to happen is अगर किसी को पता होगा तो फिर उसकी दुकान कभी खाली नहीं यही करता रहता है. Let me address the other question which you haven't asked about this is there is a message, there is a kind of comment in the subject, but that was the challenge of the movie, and that was a kind of limitation also earlier, because there's a tendency that you might get preachy about the comment. You might start taking very seriously, not seriously, but you start expressing the sentimentality around it. So for me, it was the most challenging thing that it should not become preachy at all at any point.
Right.
But the message should not be diluted as well.
Very
so that how that took
strike
time.
That balance.
That took time. It took little time for us, and finally everything fell into place. And the other thing, education for me was very important, because we were not educated in an ideal way. I used to hate schools. I never enjoyed myself in school, and I don't want my kids to go through the same experience.
Yes.
I want them that whatever they are studying, it should become a kind of interest. They should feel like they engage.
They want to be
at least
involved
engaged,
in it. Yes.
Involved in it. It shouldn't be a forced condition on them, and they had to do it because So I was looking for a school which has a kind of system where it's much more systematic, not systematic, but much more, which has a understanding of age. Like, are you prepared to get this education at this point of time?
Right.
Or practical, like you're talking about, let's say cosmos, and you were showing it in the book, and so kid will never be able to react to that unless and you take them to the sky and you show them something. So more practical and more,
that kind of
yeah. So for me, because education is a mean to explore oneself and the possibilities of oneself, and what possibilities I have, and how to kind of nurture your personality.
Right.
Exposure, nurture. If that function is not, if education is not fulfilling that function, then your education is just, they are just making you a tool to be used by somebody else. हम भी जब गए थे स्कूल में तो हमें ये हमारा सबसे बड़ा दादा चाहिए था कि फलाना फलाना क्लास में आके आपको अंग्रेजी बोलना चाहिए। तो ये एक
प्रेशर हुआ करता है।
प्रेशर नहीं, आपको बोला गया था कि आपको आ जाएगी, कैसे आएगी पता नहीं। सिर्फ गाजर जो लटकी हुई थी आपके आगे। अंग्रेजी का एक ही फैक्टर नहीं, वो सिर्फ हमारे ही नहीं है, ये एक इंटरनेशनल एक तरह से वेल प्लान्ड एक तरीका है to colonize other countries, and अब physically colonize नहीं होते countries, आप intellectually और mentally colonize होते हैं। इंटरनेट उसमें बहुत बड़ी मदद करता है, because इंटरनेट से और चीज़ें छूटी हुई हैं ज़्यादा। So अंग्रेज़ी को इंटरनेशनल लैंग्वेज बनाया गया है, और उसका स्टेटस का परसेप्शन ऐसा क्रिएट किया गया है, और वो सब मिथ्य नहीं है, वो सब झूठा नहीं है, क्योंकि पॉसिबिलिटीज आपकी बढ़ जाती है। लेकिन हमारी जो जिम्मेदारी है सिर्फ वो यहाँ आके रुकती है कि कम से कम अगर आपको नहीं आती तो आप अपनी लैंग्वेज को लेकर तो डाउटफुल मत हो। आप इस कॉम्प्लेक्स में मत जियो कि यार ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ तो मैं एज ए पर्सन शाइन कर लूँगा। आपको सिर्फ एक एलिजिबिलिटी है कि आप एलिजिबल हो अंग्रेजी बोलने के लिए, मतलब आप काबिल हो, इतना ही है बस, और क्या है। सोचना थोड़ी बदल जाएगा आपका अंग्रेजी से। Unfortunately that I've seen that cinema बाद में आके 60s का जो सिनेमा था, where you had a unique style in the world to tell stories, which is also about your own society, and also there was a kind of complexity in the storytelling.
Yes.
And because it was coming from a kind of insight into the power of storytelling. People were hopeful at that time. People were ambitious. People were ambitious in the right way. Directors had a camaraderie, and they had a passion to tell stories. When you have passion to tell stories, then you bring in a lot of multi-layered way of telling stories. So that's what we lack right now. We don't tell stories in multi-layered way where a universal audience could connect to it.
Right.
And in the 60s there was a sound dance as well.
Yes.
So we completely lost that. We lost the passion to tell stories. At that time, I was just hearing this. Someone was telling me, Raj Kapoor को अगर भोजपुरी उस बैकग्राउंड की फिल्म कर रहे हैं, तो उनको पता चल गया कि यार बॉलीवुड में तबेला है, वहाँ ऐसा है, उसको वो गाने पता है, ही वो 4 बजे सुबह कारी निकाल के ढूंढने लग जाएंगे, क्या कहाँ सुनाओ गाने। और या गुरुदत्त को अगर ज़रूरत है गाने की, एंग्री गाना चाहिए मुझे, तो वो 10 सॉन्ग राइटर से मिल लिए हैं, बट ही स्टिल नॉट सेटिस्फाइड, ही स्टिल नो कि यार वो बात नहीं आई है, एंड व्हाट ही वांट्स टू कम्युनिकेट। सो वो बोल रहा है सबको कि यार मुझे कोई गुस्सा राइटर चाहिए, मुझे एक राइटर चाहिए जिसमें एंगर भरा हुआ। एंड देन समबडी मेंशन्स साहिब's नेम, और साहिब को सिचुएशन में साहिब 48 घंटे में गाना लिख के देता है, which becomes like rage, and it becomes a month. So that we have lost, and unless and until we have the need to tell stories,
हॉलीवुड आप उनकी स्टूडियो फिल्म को क्रिटिसाइज कर सकते हो कि दे आर बिकमिंग मोर एंड मोर वन लेयर्ड एंड special, but the talent found a different, way to survive, which is through series. And series, the kind of writing they are doing
Yeah.
is unbelievable.
True.
It's just,
Absolutely.
they've changed the definition of storytelling, and I think cinemas will be redundant after a few years. At least India to take time, but cinema will be a complete different experience. You'll be watching on your mobile.
I think it's already
already
started.
there.
Yeah,
But
usually.
हमारे इंडिया में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा लेकिन बाहर it will be redundant. And the kind of experience series are giving, audience has never ever. Earlier maybe comic books में थोड़ा वो एक element था कि आपको
You
hook
get-
करके रखें कि आपने पढ़ लिया
Yes.
महीनों वेट कर रहे हैं.
Right.
Now series has done it.
Now
in
one
such
season
a-
is over and you're waiting for the
and
next one.
you are possessed by it. Redefine so many things. Storytelling, commercialism, what is commercial cinema? And through stories, all kind of these, general terms which we look in cinema, like love, revenge, action, horror. I just want to redefine each and everything again and again.
That's interesting.
Because I did Lunchbox, Makbul, Namesake. I just wanted to do a love story. I was dying to do a love story. Makbul, there was an opportunity for me to reinterpret in a way that Shakespeare didn't mean that at all. It was a story of ambition of getting the throne, becoming king. But for me, my kingdom was Nimi. I never looked at it as an ambition, materialistic ambition. For me, it always was a story of Makbul cannot. It was helpless and so intense attraction that he had to kill a brother. It was, and getting the throne was a way of surviving. Survival. That was the need to survive.
Right.
If so I'm saying, these stories I found. I saw a love story in those. So I'm trying to redefine romance. I'm trying to give us a feel of romance. Lunchbox works all over the world just because it makes you romantic. There will be a smile inside. When you come out, there will be a kind of smile, and there will be a mind would be, your heart would be. I think so. कि आपका दिल थोड़ा थोड़ा स्माइल करना होगा, बट आपका दिमाग थोड़ा परेशानी में उलझा होगा कि ये ऐसा है सबका.